So I wrote something in a post, I guess it was last week, that somebody asked me to clarify. And I didn't feel like writing a whole nother post, so I just thought I'd do a quick video. And I think I said something to the effect of, no matter what life is throwing at us, whatever it's offering us, we have the choice to respond with either less love than we had going in or more love than we had going in. And I mean, I guess what I mean by that is that literally every situation that is presented to us gives us that choice. I think on some of these, it's super easy. If somebody does something nice for us, somebody that we really care about or we really like asks for our help, it's easy to respond with more love than we had going into that situation and say, sure, I can do that for you. But in the post, I think I was also talking a little bit about the last 9 months have been pretty difficult. A lot of people have brought things to my door that are pretty difficult to deal with, that are hard to deal with, just the kinds of things that we don't really want to have in life, death and violence and just all sorts of stuff like that. And it's become very clear to me that we have that same choice in those situations, and I think it matters even more whether we respond with love or not in the difficult situations, in the hard times, in the ugly times in life. Because when we don't respond with that, when we respond with anger or annoyance or any of those things that this self-protective little ego just wants us to respond with, we're making the situation worse. We are creating more suffering for ourselves. We're creating more suffering for the person bringing whatever mess it is they're bringing. We're adding to that. You know, I don't believe that people bring trouble or cause trouble or get themselves in trouble for any reason other than the fact they are suffering. And when I respond to them with something, with anything other than love, I'm complicating that suffering. There's no way around that. This happens because of this little ego, this matrix of ideas and thoughts and things that it kind of accumulates in order to say, this is James, and this is important, and this is more important than everybody else, and I have to protect it. I have to protect its time, and I have to protect its energy, and I have to protect the things it wants, and I have to protect its body and its emotions. And when that happens, I will respond with less love because I'm not thinking about the situation, I'm not thinking about the person, I'm thinking about this idea of me that I need to keep intact. When I respond with love, when I respond with love, no matter what the situation, no matter what the person's bringing me, this all gets easier because it's not about me. It allows me to lean in to whatever this person's experiencing, to whatever this person is going through. And this makes things easier and easier as it goes. The more that we do that, the more that it wears away this idea that I'm the most important thing, that I have to be protected at all costs. The more that I do that, the more that I realize that I'm just not that important. And there's a real freedom in that. There's a real freedom in all of this. Now, this doesn't mean I don't have boundaries. I mean, I try to be careful about the decisions I make and the things the people I allow in, especially people that I allow close to my family or close to the people I love, close to the people who it's my job to take care of. But even in drawing boundaries, we can do that with love. I think that we can tell a person that you don't get to do this, you don't get to bring that here. I love you. And if you're willing to do something different, I'm there for you. But sometimes love requires us to draw a boundary. If a person is lighting themselves on fire, it's not loving to tell them, oh, you're good, don't worry about it, everything will be all right. It won't be all right. They're going to burn up. Sometimes love requires us to tell somebody, you've got to stop this. This is not okay. But a person can tell when we're offering that to them in love, as opposed to when we're offering it to them out of selfishness or trying to protect our spot or whatever reason. So that's what I meant when I said that we always have a choice in every moment to respond with more love than we had going into the situation or less love. And for me, responding with more love on a regular basis, it hasn't hurt me. It's made everything better, if I'm honest. So far it's working.